Early Monday morning, we're at the airport. We're gonna jump on a plane. We're gonna go to Tulsa. This week we're gonna be Southwest Missouri, Arkansas, throughout Oklahoma, wherever we can get to get some different trials done. Kind of in the southwestern portion of Missouri. We came up through Tulsa this morning, just looking at all the crops, and got a beautiful stand here of sorghum. What we're gonna do is kind of get a baseline. We want to come back to this plot a couple more times to see how things are progressing through the season. We're in the area this time because we have a field day with some local growers and the university to take a look at our products and see how they're going to work in the region. So what we can see here is actually how we get around in the field. A very simple map on the phone. It marks how many ranges in we need to go, which are marked by alleyways, little places to walk, and then also on a row count. And what our marker says is that we're marked by, or what our map says, we're marked by pink flags. So we know this is our front corner. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mark some GPS points around the plot, and then we're gonna walk through and take some evaluation, and then we're gonna fly the drone and go from there. See if we can see any kind of iron chlorosis. I can actually see a couple pockets coming out. You can kind of see off in this area. Let's jump over a few rows real quick. Let's go take a look. So right here, we can see a thinner stand, slightly different coloration. So there's something going on here where the water sat here. Iron chlorosis could be an issue. We have a couple more places to see still. Again, let's go. And being as we fly a lot of places, sometimes you don't have the best tools for the job, but you learn to improvise. But what's really fascinating right here is if we crack this open, that head initiation right here, we can already start to see that we're starting to impact yield. And we can see right here, we can't have but more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 collared leaves right now. So those collared leaves really kind of indicate to us, we're in full-blown growth mode. And this is when you want your crop well fed, well watered, and well taken care of. Because every day that you put stress on the plant is a day you lose yield. All right, so we just finished up at Lockwood up north, about 20 miles. We came back down. We're now near Mount Vernon. University of Missouri is putting on a field day tomorrow. So shout out to University of Missouri. Their Southwest Research Center has just done a phenomenal job here. We see our BMR, highly expressive BMR. Let me get one of these leaves off. And we can see that BMR right there. And if we go over a couple rows, just one row, and we get that conventional, and we can see the difference right there. The BMR has that brown reduced lignin in there, and then you got the conventional. It's got that whitish look to it, almost a yellow in that midrib, and that's just gonna have more lignin. All right, guys, we're in Mount Vernon, Missouri, and at the Southwest Research Center at a field day for some dairy growers and beef cattle producers in the area, looking at sorghum as a new product for their operations. Right here behind me is probably the most exciting product. This is the 8484. This is a brachytic dwarf conventional midrib hybrid, but it is eye growth. It is the herbicide tolerant. So this is the first herbicide tolerant sorghum for the US market. Now this crinkling on these leaves right here that you see is just kind of a rapid growth syndrome. What happened, as with most of the agriculture in the southern half of the US this year, it was very cool throughout the spring, tended to be very wet, and when they did have some dry weather, they finally got in here. And it was cool and wet at the beginning of the year, but now it's really starting to warm up. We're probably in the 90s. Next week, we're supposed to be in the hundreds. It's really gonna start rolling. We can come to all the different hybrids, and we see the new growth right there is having that same kind of wrinkling effect right there. I made a big mistake. I left my keys to my truck back home and my flashlight laying on the ground in the middle of the sorghum field we were at on Monday. We had to make a little detour. I thought for some reason it might be here and I might be able to find it. Thankfully, the footage I shoot for the channel, I was able to backtrace it. That lucky medallion, that's what did it. That's what did it. But anyway, man, that was sweating bullets for a little bit there. I'm just lucky today. I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket and have a cold beer because I was stressed out all day. I lost my keys. Thank God, because, oh man, those keys are expensive. We still gotta get down the road, so we gotta get to Tulsa. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm jumping on an airplane, trying to get home a little early to see the kids.